What's going on, everyone? Brassworks. So today we have something a little different. We have a subcompact Glock series. It's unloaded. This is the Glock 48 MOS with a Holosun 507K X2. I'm not really sure what the X2 is. I believe it's just the rear bladed rear sights. But today we're going to take a look at how it functions, my initial thoughts, and if I think it's worth it or not, especially the MOS edition. Because it doesn't come with plates, unfortunately. So besides buying plates, I milled it down myself with a Dremel and a sander, put a bunch of polish on it there so it didn't rust up, and I put it directly on the slide there. And what that allowed me to do is save some height on there so I could see my rear sights and my front sights now without getting suppressor height sights. So I have 5 rounds here. I'm going to shoot through it just to shoot at this target over here about 10-12 yards away. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so it's a little on the snappy end. I would say that it has more recoil than the Glock 19, obviously. And I think the reason behind that is because it's a slimline series Glock, obviously. It feels good in the hands. I like it a lot more than the 43X. I do have a little bit of experience with the 43X, just from people I know that I've shot theirs, and it's not the most comfortable gun. But I see a lot of women or smaller guys carrying them, so it's not too bad. But I would honestly say that the extra barrel length, I think it's a 1/2 inch, makes a difference. Other than the Glock 43X, which is like, I think, a 2.5 or a 2.75 inch barrel. But besides that, the red dot's really nice. Holosun's doing a great job. They're really outperforming a lot of other companies out there, especially with the micro red dots on the carry guns. I will throw some videos in with the Holosun on. It has 3 different settings. It has a red dot, a circular red dot, like a EOTech, and then it has a EOTech with a single dot. Besides, not the single dot, but it kind of took that, I think, from EOTech. Real good design. I personally like the red dot, the 2 MOA red dot, excuse me, because it's a lot more precise, and I like shooting a lot more farther away than most people with a handgun. One thing I will say about these slimline series Glocks is that the triggers are very spongy, and you'll see what I mean by that here. The gun is unloaded. I'm gonna test the trigger out here in front of you so you can see this. So there's take up, take up, take up. There's the wall. There's a little bit of sponge in there, so I'll do the reset now. Yeah, there's the reset. Sponge and the brake. So it's not the worst I've shot, but it definitely isn't the best. I can squeeze shots off at 100 yards with this, no problem. I usually hit about 2 or 3 out of 5 at 100. But so far, I think I'm going to switch out the trigger for a Johnny Glock trigger, because I heard they're pretty good and they're reliable. Because I don't like switching out triggers and losing reliability, especially on something that I'm going to be carrying when I can. But the 10-round magazines, of course, as we all know, they come with aren't the best. You could get the Shield magazines, which come with 15 rounds with their design, and there's extensions, of course, you could get for the 10 rounds. But my initial thoughts are, it's a good carry gun. I would consider it much better than the 43X if you're comfortable with carrying a longer barrel. So it's a 1/2 inch longer, but I think it's much more important to me that I get follow-up shots quicker, and this gives me a little bit more fire control with the extra barrel length. So I would recommend you pick one up if you're big on carrying Glocks. If you're not, the SIG has their 365 series, their X and XL series. Those are also great guns. I've shot plenty of those. But this is about Glocks, I mean, specifically. So let me just chatter off about them first. I'll have SIG in a different video. But yeah, I would recommend this highly. It's a great gun, great shooter. It's accurate. Even for a subcompact gun, It's very smooth shooting, a little snappy, but like I said, you're gonna have to give that up when you start cutting stuff down here. But like I said, guys, I'll continue to start making more videos. Sorry that I've been posting. It's been a crappy week here where I live. It's been a lot of rain, a lot of snow and slush. Haven't been able to get out here and do some videos, but I will continue them once the weather gets nice as it is today. Stay tuned, guys. Have a good one.